Hello, my name is Joseph Okuya, the Executive Director of Advocacy for Incarcerated Families. Advocacy for Incarcerated Families is a public benefits organization that takes care of the welfare of families of people who are serving time in prison. We are duly registered since the year 2022 and work in the western regions of Kenya, in the counties of Kakamega, Busia, Vihiga, and Bungoma. Advocacy for Incarcerated Families was started because of discovering the circumstances in which families who had their loved ones in prison were going through. Whereas the criminal justice system addresses the corrective measures on the convicts, when they have moved out, some of them are normally breadwinners for their families, and the families suffer lots of lack and challenges relating to their absence. Some are economic, others are social. The defense fabric is brought down. And so we discovered women and children being vulnerable have their vulnerabilities augmented because of this lack. And so we set in to try and stand in as those who agitate and create awareness of the plight of these families. Advocacy for Incarcerated Families has got a board of trustees. In the structure, the board of trustees oversees the policy making of the organization, and the day-to-day activities are run through volunteer staff with the help of the executive director. We have got 5 programs that operate to support the activities of Advocacy for Incarcerated Families, also known as AFIFA. The first one, which is the main structure and program, is the one that involves the women. In the absence of the men, the women support the family to put it together. By virtue of that, we have called it WIMA. WIMA is the Swahili word that stands for erect or upright. And so the women who come in to become the bulwark, the support structure, are described as wives of incarcerated men advocacy. With these women, the organization supports them through psychosocial strengthening. They meet every once a month. Speakers, counselors, and psychosocial support team meet them to talk to them, process their challenges they have gone through during the month, and encourage them to be able to stand firm for the sake of their families. We begin and set up small businesses for them that they can be able to meet their day-to-day needs for their children. We also assist them in advocating for their rights when they are being infringed on. For example, some women have children who the community tries to snatch away from them. We advocate through the Children's Department and also the Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, to ensure that these women can still stay with their children. And if it's matters to do with land, for example, we work through the land agencies and also the National Government Administrative officers on the ground to make them have access to justice. These women are supported in assisting them to visit their beloved ones in prison. We also do home visits for them. And the other unit is about children. We call it SKIP, Support for Children of Incarcerated Parents. We know they need mentoring, they need parenting, so AFIFA comes in to support them, thus visit them in schools, help them to identify their talents and grow the talents. We meet these children once in a month, once in a term, when they're during their breaks. We also have got a third one that is called CAREX, CON, standing for Comprehensive Approach to the Reintegration of Ex-Convicts, in which we start engaging prisoners who are due for release using prison-formed discharge boards. Using these boards, we get to know what offenses they were taken in for, how much correction has taken place, and we prepare the ground for receiving them and continue supporting them with counseling, guiding, job search, and also just parenting assistive. We start for them also some small businesses that they can be able to start picking up and supporting their families at that level. Some of them, when they come together, have learned a lot when they were in prison. We tap on what they learned when they were in prison to give them activities to do that can earn them income. Some of them sit as a quasi-jury to assist cases of those ones who are still in prison to navigate the criminal justice system, as would be tentative support for quasi-legal system. And then the second last one is called Karar, which is a virtual school. And this virtual school assists in linking up entities that associate with online presence to agitate for the rights of these families, policy making, and general sensitization of community. It also imparts information in the awareness creation, creating a curriculum in which both prisoners and the prison wardens, together with the national government administrative officers, can confluence to learn more about the plight of people who are serving time and their families. Finally, we have got a training institution in which we have courses being offered in which people can learn on how to interact as teachers, as ministers, and as public servants in social work and social welfare for people that have been affected by incarceration. So Advocacy for Incarcerated Families, in general and nutshell, is a response to the plight of families that have got their beloved ones in prison because they have felt neglected and because their vulnerabilities have gone unnoticed. In brief, that's what Advocacy for Incarcerated Families does.